Good evening, friends. Welcome to the Whimsy Bunch. I am Anne with Whimsically Not, and I welcome you. I have to readjust my phone. It is not clipped in very well, so give me just a second. I just noticed that. There we go. Hopefully that's better. Now let me find those on my iPad, because I've got my phone turned around. So there we are. How is everybody doing? It is Tuesday. I am all confused with my days, so I don't know if I'm coming or going. I've already been there. We unexpectedly had to, we didn't have to. Unexpectedly, we watched our granddaughter yesterday. That's why I didn't come on yesterday. Her cousin was sick, and they were supposed to watch her Monday, and she's got the stomach bug, so they didn't want to take her over there and her get sick. So I was like, oh yeah, of course we're going to jump in. So my days is all mixed up because we're going to have a Friday again, and with the holidays, I don't know what day today is. I'm all confused. So bear with me, and I hope that you guys had wonderful, wonderful Christmas, time off, time to celebrate, get together with friends, and looking forward to just creating some Valentine hearts, or hearts that you can display around the house and display here and there, or bring together in a grouping, maybe on a tier tray or in a little dish, or any way that you see fit to display these little guys. So let's get started here. Hello Judy, how are you? Are you snowed in? I know it is really cold here today. It's been windy, it's been in the 40s, but that wind, it just is really cold. So I know a lot of you are even colder and have lots of snow. Yes, a busy week. Yeah, so sometimes I think today is Wednesday, and then I'm like, no, it is not Wednesday. It's only Tuesday. I've got a chunky heart here from Craft Deals, and I've already started painting on it, and we will finish this up. And I am using, what color am I using? I am using Baby Blush from DecoArt. And we are just going to create several different hearts to either display as a grouping or to give as gifts, or you could put holes in them and make them little hangers to put on your gifts if you give gifts for Valentine's, or maybe you are ready to, way too much paint, maybe you're ready to bring a little bit of spring into your house, and you cutting some cuttings off of your forsythias, or maybe a cherry tree branch, and you can hang your little hearts on there. So there's lots of different ways that you can use hearts in your decor, and it does not have to be necessarily for Valentine's. I about to say Thanksgiving. I have Thanksgiving on my mind, to be thankful to the Lord. So if I say Thanksgiving, I am sorry, I mean Valentine. So we are just painting this one up, all the sides, everything. I'm going to reposition my fingers here so I can get this last side. We will distress these, of course, as I always do, just to bring a little rusticness in. And you can create these any which way that you want. There's different ways that you can make them. You can use bigger hearts. You can use different fabrics. I just want to give you some ideas on how you can lay these out. I think we got everything. Let's dry this off. And I will have to refresh my iPad. Comments don't automatically appear on there. I have to toggle it to make it realize that I need to see comments, so bear with me. And again, this heart is from Craft Deals. And once I get this one side done, I am going to put a little bit more paint on here. I just went ahead and done both sides the same color, because we can make these double-sided. We'll see how much time we have. Try this again. So what are you looking forward to in 2026? Do you make resolutions? Do you have a word or a phrase or something that you want to embrace for 2026? Here is a piece of fabric that we're going to use. And let me turn my glue gun on. I forgot to do that. So excuse me for a second. There we go. I'm just going to lightly, since I still have that pink on here, I'm going to do a light pink on this one as well. You know what? I'm going to use sugared peach on this heart. Goodness. This one kind of got glued a little bit to my lid. Sugared peach is a little bit of a lighter tone. I'm going to leave my brush. It's okay if I have a little bit of pink in here. This is just going to be the background for the fabric. And most of these hearts came from Hobby Lobby. Some of them came in a pack. Sorry, I had a little boogery thing that I needed to get rid of. Like I said, I am just going to paint both sides. I'm going to keep it simple. This color is very similar to the like light buttermilk, except it has a little pinky peachy undertone. And in case you have not seen, Essential Stencil just came out with a sneak peek for the St. Patrick's Day and Mardi Gras bundle. I know not everybody celebrates those or decorates for them, but if you do, they have a fun set of stencils that you can get in a bundle, or you can get the individual ones, and the bundle of course is discounted, so you'll save if you get the whole bundle. They've got some really neat what are they called, like Celtic symbols on there, and some nice backgrounds. So there's a lot of things that you can do with those, where you could just pick out you know, like just the shamrocks. They've got trucks, they got French words, so that's a good tribute to our friends in Louisiana, or our Canadian friends that speak French. I did learn French in school, but I could not read it. And see how light that one is, the color difference between these two. All right, let's get these painted up. What color? I think all the rest of them I am going to paint that one in the same color. I had to look and see what colors I wanted to do. I got them laid out the way what goes on which one. And I will check comments here in just a second, friends. If you have not seen, please keep Miss Cindy with Berry Jam Crafts and her grandson in your prayers. He's got the flu, and I think his mama got sick as well. I know there's several people that have the flu or the stomach bug that's going around here. So I pray that you will keep all of those, your neighbors and your friends, in your prayers that might be sick. I know our neighbors, they both were sick. They're just a little bit older than we are with the flu. My mother-in-law is still recovering from her pneumonia, so just keep everybody in your prayers. My daughter-in-law was telling me she works in the pediatric clinic at the hospital, and she said they were packed over Christmas. So just keep all those families and the little ones in your prayers. Does anybody go after Christmas shopping to get the deals and the steals? Has anybody been to Hobby Lobby? What they have, what you get? I haven't been. I want to, but by the time I get to, there's not going to be nothing left, I'm afraid. Trying to make do with what little bit is left here, but I might have to get just a smidge more. Hey, Miss Bonnie. Oh my gosh, they lost 2 kids. Hey, Dorothy. How are you, my friend? Hope is mine for this year, Miss Bonnie. I've had hope before, but it is so relevant to me for 2026. Yeah, the flu has been bad around here. And I told my husband that we only celebrated with our family. We didn't go anywhere else. We didn't do anything, you know, besides regular doctor's visits and stuff. And I was leery about those. And we didn't go anywhere where there was a bunch of people. We did go out to eat for my husband's birthday, but it was not that busy, so we were good. But yeah, you just got to be careful, especially when you have underlying conditions. Just be careful when you're out and about. Wash your hands, wear a mask. I've been eating my grapefruits and oranges to get my vitamin C intake. Alright, all the rest of them I am going to paint with, nope, not that one. Just buttermilk, just regular buttermilk. And then we get to crafting. Hope I got enough for all of these. Let's do the big one first. This is going to be fun. I'm looking so forward in getting these made. If I can get my little butterfingers out of the way. But these are just a little suggestion, an idea on how you can make something quick and simple. Like I said, you can make them as gift tag hangers. You can even write on the back side and write a note or a name. You can tie these onto a vase, onto a candle. You can lay them as a filler in a dough bowl. These would look really good combined with fabric hearts. And I might get some fabric out and we'll do some fabric hearts. But back to the word for 2026. Mine is hope, and it'll be in conjunction with the verse Romans 15:13, which says, "May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope and joy by the power of the Holy Spirit." And that's what I'm claiming for 2026. And I have not seen any other comments or suggestions for our Soul Filled Saturday. So I am going to go ahead and order the devotional or the study lesson for from Donna Partel. I think it is called Becoming the Woman God Wants Me to Be. I think that is what it is called. It is a Proverbs 31 90-day study. And that's what we are going to use for 2026 for the next 90 days. I'm excited. I have not used any of her study guides before, so I'm excited to see. I have two different ones that I got from my daughter. I've got one that says I Am Enough by Dr. Moore. And we've done the 52-week Bible, reading through the Bible from her. So I got that one that I'm reading at night, and then I am working on my word hope through the book Rooted from my friend Sue Potter with Potter's Crafty Corner. So everything is coming together. And I love those studies. It's very how am I going to say it? Fitting for me for this season. So I am looking forward to learning more. And the more I learn, the more I can pass on to you guys. So that is the whole purpose behind it, not just to learn for myself, but to be able to share what I learn and what it means to me and how it has helped me in my life, to share that with you. My paint's got little clumpy things in it, so I got to keep going over it to get the little clumpies out. And again, these hearts, all of these except one, I am pretty sure came from Hobby Lobby. This one did not come from Hobby Lobby. This one came from our friend the Little Jumbo Market, Michelle Arrowwood. I seen her face and her page and I could not think of her name. She is in my mastermind business group, my soul sister, and I got that heart in one of her little embellishments packets. So that one is from her. This is an itty bitty little heart. Let me ask you, what glue guns do you use? What is your favorite glue gun or glue tool? I gotta get me a new one. I gotta get me something that works for me better. You know, me and glue guns don't get along, or hot glue don't get along very well. I found a Surebonder one that's got good reviews. Because, you know, I a lot of times look up what is the best, and I'll put in whatever tool I'm looking for, or reviews for this particular tool, and see what the reviews are. And the Surebonder one was recommended. You can leave it plugged in or you can use it cordless. So I am going to see what you guys think. Yeah, Walmart is one of those places. I love pink grapefruit. Yeah, so many respiratory infections, absolutely. My mother-in-law, when she had her pneumonia, the local hospital was packed. She could not get in the local hospital. They were full. They didn't have a bed free. And the other hospital that was a little bit further away, I mean, still close, but a little bit further away, she took the last bed. They were all packed. And that was before Christmas. And then her son-in-law ended up with a stomach bug, so they did not have a very good Christmas altogether. Last little bit of paint here. This is the itty bitty heart. Got more paint on my fingers than I have on the heart. And I tried not to paint the sides. I do have a little bit of paint on the sides, but it's okay. And that's the last of the hearts. So we got 3 of them painted in Buttermilk, 2 of them in the sugared peach, and 1 of them in the baby blush. I am going to wipe my hands back down. That way I will not transfer paint to everything else. See what you guys have to say. Yeah, the pink grapefruit, I got that from Sam's, and they are so good. And that's what I've been eating pretty much just about every night. A pink grapefruit and an orange, or at least every other night. A grapefruit a night keeps the doctor away, that's what I'll say. Plus I love fruits. I'm just going to lightly sand over it. just stress this a little bit more. While I do that, let me know which one you want me to use. Do you want me to use, I cannot fit Love You More on there, but this is gonna sit like this on the side, and we can put love on here, just the word love, and then spread the hearts around. February 14th, I could put February the 14th here and then tilt that a little bit and put February up here, so we can add that. Or we can add Be Mine, and I'll just move the B over a little bit and that'll be Be Mine. So let me know while I'm sanding these off what would be your choice. Be Mine, February 14th, or just the word love. I did have a good Christmas. Like I said, it was laid back. Nothing, you know, we just enjoyed ourselves. We had fun. The weather was amazing. Love would be year-round. That's what I was thinking. And it would look good, just the word love on there. All right, got them all sanded back a little bit. Now, let me see what I had for which one. Out of this burlap ribbon, it does have the wire in it. I took the wires out, I cut a piece out. I laid it on my heart, and I cut a piece out, and that is going on this little heart right here. So let's start with this one. Let me put these away before I get glue on here. That one will be good. You know what? You guys know how I dislike using that glue. I just don't like it. I don't like hot glue. I mean, hot glue don't get along. This is that Liquitex that I a lot of times use to put stuff on. Can you guys see good? Let me turn that down a little bit more. Maybe that'd be better. And I'm just going to put a little dab of glue on there, and the rest it should hold. Because that's the other thing that I don't like about glue like this. You have that clumpy part. Not too shabby. And this does, of course it won't come up. It does come up on the sides, so I am going to go ahead and get a little bit of this to put under it so it will stay put. And it dries clear. This stuff dries clear just like any other glue. And there's our first little heart. And of course we will distress the little booger. And we can still put words and things on the other side. I also took a piece of cardboard that came in one of my Amazon packages. Laid my heart on it, cut it out, and we're gonna glue that one on. Make sure you get the edges really good. This one has a more flat side on the back, so it is not as, I laid this in paint or something. I've got paint all over my hand or something. I have to wipe that off, because that's not good. I think I laid it in my I don't want to push it too much because I don't want the that corrugated part get flat. Quick intermission. Don't know what I've got all over my paintbrush. Probably paint. Let me get that off my hand so I won't transfer anymore anywhere else. Alright, so we got 2 of these little guys done. Got a piece of lace that I cut off. I don't even know from what. I think it came from one of my mama's undergarment things. Don't know what that is called. The things that they put under their clothes. Oh my gosh, what is that called? What you put under skirts and dresses. I think that's what that is from. Yeah, I can't think. My brain is not working. Not a petticoat. Hello, Cheryl. How are you? Kentucky in the house. Hey, Trisha. Trisha, are you freezing yet? I know you guys are getting hammered. The wind and the snow drifts. Whew. Pennsylvania is getting some too. Welcome to the Whimsy Bunch, Cheryl. Glad you are here. If you are new, since you are new to me, not if, you can do hashtag notify, and it will notify you when I am live. not hashtag, exclamation mark. See, I can't even talk, guys. I am just pushing this into that glue, and I'm going to let it sit for a while before I cut that out. But you see that just that little bit of color underneath? I hope that came through. I'm going to leave that laying there so that it can dry. Lay that there. Okay, this one will do the fabric. I also use Mod Podge. Mod Podge is also a good glue to use for decoupage purposes like we are doing right now. I've seen pictures, Trisha, from your babies, your grandbabies. My goodness, they've grown up so fast. Let's see what I want on here. "17 inches of snow on Christmas Eve." Whoa, slip. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Cheryl. I could not think of what that was called. My gosh. So I've had bits and pieces of that in my stash. And, of course, it is washed and cleaned and all the good stuff. But I was waiting to use it on something. So... And then I got this music note piece of scrap fabric, and I think I am just going to do one side. So I might add another color on the other side, but I think I'm just going to do half of it. I think that's what I'm going to do. Just to do something different. And then we will stencil on the big heart. And I want to try to get at least 2 of these on there. Alright, looking good. You see this theme here? Alright, now we are done with this for right now. We're going to add some embellishment to this one once we get done. Once these are dry. Let's do some stenciling on this guy. And I will have it sitting this way. And we decided we were going to use the word love out of the mini set from Essential Stencil. And if you're not familiar with Essential Stencil, you can do exclamation mark ES for Essential Stencil, and you'll be able to see what goodies they have, because they've got some amazing stencils. Transfers, brushes. Tape is your security, and since that word "you" is really close underneath, I am going to tape that off. I am going to use one of the dome brushes from Essential Stencil today. And I'm going to try a new product. This is called Glaze Paste Pearl White from PentArt. That was Happy Mail from Melissa Youngman with Junk and Craft Treasures. I have never used this. This is my first. And you know what? I am not going to use a brush. I am going to use my little spatula tool here. We're going to make this raised. Just shifted. Of course it shifted. Had a little bit of the U down there. I'm hoping that it did not go in it. If it did, I'm going to have to just sand it off. And I know this is light. I didn't want it to be in your face. I wanted it light. We'll see what that looks like here in just a second. Pick it straight up. Oh, that's cute. That is awesome. I don't know if you can see that it is raised a little bit, but it looks really pretty. And it will sit just like that. And it shimmers too. It has the shimmer effect, so I like that. Once that is dry a little bit, we're going to add the hearts. We're going to add a heart here, a heart here, and a heart here, but I'm going to let this dry first. Before we do anything, I am going to wipe this off my stencil. And this is how easy you can clean these stencils. Be careful when you peel your tape off. Sometimes it catches those little bridges and things might get stuck to your tape, and then you have the bridges removed, and it's going to mess your stencil up. So be careful when you remove tape. And when you clean your stencil, make sure you turn it around and clean the other side as well. And then we're just going to take a paper towel, throw this one away. And this was Glaze Paste Pearl White by Pent Art. This has a little bit of a shabby chic look. And see those little hearts? We'll be able to put them in the corners of that once this is all done. All right, let's see. Get my little scissors. If it sticks out a little bit, I'm okay with that because this is like a shabby chic rustic look. Any kind of lace will work. And if you're interested in any of the stencils that are on sale and any of the new bundles that are coming out, the St. Patrick's Day Mardi Gras, you can use my code WK21 to get you a discount at checkout. And that goes for anything, whether it is on sale or not. And you can also use, I am not going to cut this part out right here because that is just perfectly indented. So I am leaving that part. And that's what it looks like from the back side. You can also use napkin or decoupage napkins on your hearts. And you might even be able to keep a little scrap like that. And for instance, on this heart right here, you could add that little flower on there. Do we want to add that little flower on that heart? You guys let me know, because we can cut that out and put it on there. So here's our first one. I'm going to trim this up a little bit too. For those of you that don't know, my discount code is WK21. Exclamation code will get you that code as well. There's that one. I keep all those scraps because you never know what you might need it for. You can always add a little piece to somewhere as a little patch. Helps if you have sharp scissors. Mine are not that sharp. And there's this little guy. And we might paint that side pink. Yep, here's this one. She's almost walking. Oh my goodness. And thank you, Trisha. I will add that little flower on there. I thought that would look pretty. And again, these can be displayed in a adobo tier tray, a little wire basket. You can put holes in it or put hangers on it and hang it on a twig, like if you bring in forsythias for spring or cherry blossom twig. You can hang these on packages. It's hard to get into that little crevice right there. Come on. That last little bit in the point. I know I can't get in there with my big scissors, but just in case I can. I got this little twig of string hanging up here. The struggles we have. Sometimes you just need to get the sander out. And I like the ruffled edge anyway. The fringiness of it. So that's just right up my alley. And now we have it shabby chiced. And there's our 3. Let me gotta paint that pink. That's my blush. I am just going to use the this brush right here, the dome brush, because I don't need much on here. I just want it, I have a little bit of a pink hue. I'm going to do the same to this. I am just going to add a little bit of a pink hue. cut out that little flower. I had put my brush in water, so I had to get it back out. We are not done. I still got a couple of more things I gotta do. There's our little heart with our little piece of lace. Got to get a little bit more under here because it is lifting up right here. I just went around the outline right here and added a little bit of pink. On this one, we are going to add a little bit of lace. This is one of the lace ribbons from the Dollar Tree. And again, I am using this Liquitex. I fare better with it than with hot glue. Take our scissors and cut the excess. That's what we have right now. And then I got, this is from Amazon, and I put a little string on it. Oh, tiny string. And that I will use hot glue for. and any of this excess glue, I just use this little tool and get rid of it right away. Because I had glue going places that I didn't want it. Does that not look cute? You see the theme right here between all of our hearts? Okay, let me see if I can position. Like, how can you lose something you just had? This is not dry. I am going to have to add that afterwards, after this is completely dry. So we'll do that later. I have one more that I wanted to do, but I understand if you guys have to go. And in that pack from Amazon, the little keys, there were these keys in there as well. Those would be really pretty to use. But if you have time, hang in here with me. We will wrap this. I am going to scooch these out of the way because I might accidentally get glue on there. This was in a drawer with all kinds of other little scraps, and it has a little bit of other materials attached to it. And I'm okay if some of the color shows through. The main thing is try to stay straight, or as straight as you can. Don't pull this type of yarn too tight, or it loses fluffiness. Any of your thicker yarns work really well for this type of project. We are at the end. There's our 1/2. You can leave it like that and put another word on here if you want to. And now we're going to repeat that process. We're going to put a little bit of glue on here and reinforce this end, this side. There's a little red fuzzball in there. There we go. Got it. Try this glue stick again. Oh, that was hot. Just about at the end. And I will post pictures of what it would look like in like a little bowl. Thank you all for hanging out, for the hearts, for the stars, for the thumbs up, for all the things. I truly appreciate you guys. Looking forward to our Sew-Filled Saturdays in 2026. If you wouldn't mind putting in the comments what Sew-Filled Saturday means to you, that way our new watchers will learn and know what we do on Sew-Filled Saturdays. This is an amazing group of faith-filled ladies This yarn would also make a really cool Santa beard. And don't forget, at 8 Eastern and 7 Central, I'm thinking Miss Melissa with Miller's Rustic Sawmill will be on this evening. On the Essential Stencil page. So tune into the Essential Stencil page and check out Miss Melissa, what she will be creating this evening for us. And for those of you that might not know, all of my videos are also over on YouTube. So if you've missed something or you don't have Facebook, you can always go over to YouTube and watch it there. And here's our fluffy little heart. You can still see the wood through it, but I am okay with that. That does not bother me. And I've got to get rid of all of these glue dots. Let me just lay something over top for right now. So here's our heart ensemble. This one will stand up. And then you can just layer these around. I will distress these a little bit more. Now what you guys think? Isn't that a really cute little display? Thank you. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, Wendy. I just thought these turned out good. I will add hearts to this since I gotta wait till that is dry. I will go and use the dark wax to edge out the edges. And I do think that they all turned out very beautiful and they coordinate really well with one another. And you can turn them around. You don't have to use just that one particular side. You can mix and match these. So, or you could put transfers on the other side, which I might do. So there's all kinds of different things that you can do with these. Thank you, Judy. So lots of possibilities, ladies. Oh, thank you, Trisha. Yeah, Bristol is a little pistol. She's wise beyond her years, that is for sure. All right, I appreciate all of you. Let me pull a name for our Happy Mail real quick, and I will draw a name. Miss Bonnie going into the Happy Mail bucket. I will draw a name and put it in our Happy Mail bucket, and I will let you know who is going to receive some Happy Mail tomorrow, or who I draw out of our Happy Mail bucket. Today is the 30th, right? See, my days and dates are all mixed up. I might come on tomorrow real quick if I have a chance and pull the name for our happy meal. You guys have a lovely evening. Check out what Miss Melissa is crafting tonight over on the Essential Stencil page. Thank you for your support this year. I appreciate all of you. Remember to always use an ambassador code when you purchase anything from the Essential Stencil page. If you are so kind to use mine, I will greatly appreciate it. It's WK21. But use someone's, and if you have a reward or coupon or something else and you cannot use the code, use the ambassador's link, because that will help them out as well. That just gives them a little incentive to get some more product or get a brush or buy a new paint. So help them out, use the link, use the code, and we would definitely appreciate it. Have a good night, everybody, and if I don't see you again, Happy New Year. Looking forward to seeing you back in 2026.